Welcome. This is the introduction to photography basics and outline only. I thought rather than go, hi, my name is, in each and every video, that we could kind of get that over with right here and now. And we can also break the important information into different segments. That way, if there's things that you want to concentrate on a little bit more than others, and things that you want to skip through, it'll be a lot less repetitious for everyone. No, this is not a high budget production, so you will see me reading from my notes from time to time. And it kind of helps me stay focused and get this done in a timely fashion. Basics, as the name implies, is intended to help you get a jump start on taking better photos. I get a lot of people ask me, how do you get what you get? What kind of settings do you use? So I thought, rather than just try to explain it, 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there, let's put it all on video, help a few people out, take just luck out of getting your photos. I know there's a lot of you out there that have some, nice equipment, you've got a good eye, you do get some really, really nice photographs, but the main problem seems to be that you don't get them consistently, so I'd like to kind of help you work through that. Camera manufacturers spend a lot of time and money on researching how to make their auto functions work well and all their presets and things like that. But I can tell you, once you start to get the hang of how to set your camera and get the photos that you want, it's a lot easier than trying to go back through all the different menus and try to remember which preset covered what. They do work and they do cover a lot of situations, but I know that's not really what you're after. This is not intended as a be-all end-all photo education and should not be considered as such. We're also not going to talk much about your software or post-processing the images at this point. We'll do that later on after we get into a few more things. One other thing to keep in mind is that I'm not here to promote anybody's equipment, any particular brands, any particular styles or anything like that. I totally believe the best camera to have is the one in your hand. This is one of those situations where size doesn't matter, is a big part of it. It's how you use the equipment that you have. Initially, what I'm hoping for you is that this will help make your camera's manual make more sense. If you don't have a manual, you can probably go to the manufacturer's website and download a full copy, so don't worry about that. So how do I get started understanding all this? Well, I'm not going to start off with the rules of photography or how to break them like a lot of people may. But what I'd rather do is show you how to get what you want, decide for yourself the type of look that you'd like to have, and keep in mind, photography is an art and it is subjective, so it's what you like. I'm going to concentrate more on the values that are required to take a photograph, which will help guide you through getting what it is that you want. In today's digital world, cameras use sensors to capture electronic bytes. Now, we've all heard different things about different sensors, but at this point, really, sensors have more effect on the final size of your prints, if you're planning on blowing them up and making posters and whatnot, than anything else. Electronically, when we display our photos on our phones and our iPads and our computers and whatnot and send emails, we really do use a very small file size. The cameras we most often reference now are the point and shoots and the DSLR. A point and shoot really is that simple. You pick it up, you point it, you shoot it, you get a photograph. They come with some great features. They do have adjustable settings, which is why we're here. And the quality, of course, has come up so high these days that they are definitely worth having. A DSLR is a digital single lens reflex camera. And most commonly what this means is that you can change the lenses. They also have a larger variety of accessories that come with them, and they're more for people who want to do more with their photographs. With a DSLR, as you get closer to the professional level, you'll find a lot of the gimmickry is going to start to go away, a lot of those settings and whatnot, because they expect that you know what you're doing. Now, the settings and features are going to offer you a much higher range than you can typically get with a point and shoot as well. You're going to get higher ISO capabilities, you're going to get much faster shutter speeds, and more importantly, the sensor sizing and qualities are going to start to change, which gives you the option of shooting in really low light, blowing up fantastic size photographs, and just really being able to enjoy what you do and make more use out of it. The three basic values for any camera of any age are going to be the ISO for digital or ASA for film, accompanied with your shutter speed and aperture settings. Now, please note I refer to these as values rather than numbers. Although they are numeric, I don't want anybody getting tied up on the math until later on. once you start understanding how they affect your photograph, and we move into intermediate and expert. Something worth noting too is that for most cameras there's going to be at least 2 ways, if not multiple ways, to change and access the settings that are there. So if you see somebody going through one menu and not the one that you're going through, or vice versa, it's very likely that they're right as well. So my name is Tom Kliner, and I hope I can help you better understand your camera and improve your picture taking experience. If you'd like to stay informed of future videos as they come available, please click subscribe. Also, if you have any positive comments, please leave them. Any questions regarding photography, I'll try to answer the best I can, and if I can, I'll try to direct you towards the information. Now, popularity and response are of course going to dictate how many more of these videos we do, so I'd love to hear from you. Thanks. Let's get started.